Lela and Oliver. The horrifying end of a post-apocalyptic world. Oliver and Lela had been living in the post-apocalyptic world for years now. Everywhere they looked, there was destruction and chaos. The world they once knew was gone and a twisted new world had taken its place. For years, Oliver and Lela had managed to survive by scavenging what they could from the ruins and living off the land. But in recent months their luck had started to run out. They had limited resources and food was scarce. One day, while scavenging, Oliver stumbled upon an empty bunker deep in the woods. He went inside, curious to see what was inside, and discovered that it was filled with canned food, bottles of water and other supplies, enough to last them months. He quickly collected as much as he could carry and headed back to their camp. He and Lela celebrated the find, but the celebration was short-lived. As they began to eat their first real meal in months, they heard a sound coming from deep underground. It was a rumbling, thunderous sound like something huge was coming to the surface. Oliver and Lela ran out of the bunker, desperate to escape whatever was coming out of it. As they ran, they could feel the ground shaking beneath their feet. Suddenly, a giant monster rose out of the ground. It was a terrifying creature, with razor-sharp teeth, burning red eyes and a giant clawed hand. Oliver and Lela ran for their lives, but the monster was too fast. It quickly caught up with them and before either of them could react, it had grabbed hold of Oliver. The monster held him up in the air, its massive claw crushing his chest. Oliver screamed in pain as Lela watched in horror. Before the monster could finish off Oliver, Lela managed to find an old pipe lying nearby. She picked it up and used it to strike the monster on the head. The blow stunned the creature and it dropped Oliver to the ground. It then turned its attention to Lela, who quickly used the pipe to drive the monster away. Oliver and Lela watched in awe as the monster disappeared back into the ground. They were both relieved that they had been able to escape unscathed, but their joy was short-lived. When they returned to their camp, they were horrified to find that it was in shambles. The monster had destroyed everything they had worked so hard to build. The two of them were devastated. All their hard work and all their supplies were gone. As they surveyed the destruction, they couldn't help but feel angry and hopeless. But then, something miraculous happened. A beam of light shone out of the bunker, illuminating the destruction. The light revealed an ancient artifact standing in the middle of the ruins. An artifact of unknown origins and immense power. At that moment, Oliver and Lela knew that their luck had finally changed. The two of them ventured back inside the bunker and examined the artifact. As soon as they touched it, a terrible feeling of dread washed over them. They both sensed that the artifact contained dark magic, and the power to bring the monster back. The two of them knew that in order to protect the world from the monster, they had to find a way to destroy the artifact. They spent weeks trying to figure out a way to do so, but nothing seemed to work. Finally, after weeks of searching and experimentation, Oliver and Lela had a plan. They would take the artifact far away and use its power to lure the monster to its destruction. The two of them gathered all the supplies they could carry and set out on their journey. After days of walking, they finally reached the destination they had chosen. There, they set the artifact down on the ground and began the ritual. They chanted the ancient words and their voices echoed throughout the area. Suddenly, the ground began to shake. The monster emerged from the depths, ready to face its destruction. Oliver and Lela stood their ground and watched as the monster approached. It raised its clawed hand to strike, but before it could reach them, there was a blinding flash of light and the monster was gone. All that remained was a pile of ash and dust, the remains of the destroyed artifact. The two of them had done it. They had saved the world from ultimate destruction. As they made their way back to their camp, Oliver and Lela could not help but feel a sense of accomplishment. They had faced the impossible and emerged victorious. But as they walked, they could not help but feel a slight chill in the air. As it lingered, they both knew that the monster was still out there. Somewhere, it was waiting and plotting its revenge. And then, out of nowhere, the ground began to shake once more. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and tell us what you think in the comments. And of course, don't forget to subscribe.